Well, for this morning, the Upper West Police Command has arrested 13 illegal miners at Duori in the Jirapa municipality of the Upper West region. The suspects include 3 women and a Burkinabe and a Malian. Well, the Deputy Upper West Police Command, DCOP Eduardo Duori, said the operation will continue till all illegal miners are flushed out from the area. Rafiq Salam now reports.
Deputy Upper West Commander of the Ghana Police Service, DCOP Eduardo Duori, said a team of police personnel from the Upper West Regional Police Headquarters embarked on the operation based on intelligence to arrest illegal miners at Duori. 13 suspects, comprising 10 males and 3 females, were arrested during the operation.
Though there was no water body nearby, a land area of about 20 acres was found to be massively degraded by the illegal miners, who came from the Upper West region and other regions of Ghana, as well as some neighboring countries. More than 30 chamfang machines were found fixed at different locations in the area, engaged in crushing and grinding of rock materials believed to contain some precious minerals.
DCOP Eduardo Duori said more than 30 chamfang machines and other materials used by the illegal miners were also found and retrieved. 9
motorbikes, 2 bicycles, 7 chamfang machines were removed and brought to WA for investigations. Their temporal dwelling and resting sheds were set ablaze to deter the miners from continuing with their activities. The suspects have been detained to assist in investigation.
He said the exercise will be continued until all illegal miners are flushed out of the Upper West region.
Protecting the environment and our natural resources should be a concern to all of us. Land is a scarce commodity and should be judiciously used. Elsewhere, there's land reclamation from the sea. But unfortunately, instead of protecting what we have, we are rather misusing it to the detriment of our future generation. Ecologically, our environment is at risk, so please let us not engage in activities that will further hasten the degradation of the environment.
Reporting for JoyNews, Rafiq Salam. Wow.
Well, work has begun on Sambad Road at Asinga Samankese in the Central Region following a JoyNews report. JoyNews earlier this year reported that farmers in the area were complaining about their bags of cocoa getting rotten away because they could not cut them from the area just because the roads were bad. The government, through the Member of Parliament for Asing South, the Reverend John Intim Fojo, has given the community a bulldozer and other machines to help in the construction of the roads for the farmers. Richard Kojonyaku, who told the story, traveled back to the community and reports the community members are happy but still need a lot of assistance to help them complete the road network.
The farmers here at Asamankese have for many months not been able to access their farms to cut their bags of cocoa to the market centers. This was due to a breakdown of the bridge linking the community and their farmlands. After several appeals to government for the bridge to be repaired and a better access created went unheeded, the community, through a self-help project, levied themselves to help get a solution to the problem. After JoyNews reported their ordeal, some help has finally come for the farmers to get their road repaired. Some of the farmers have been interacting with JoyNews.
Ediaba. Make says I'm a slack, but if you're watching, the slack, there is a slack, and I did.
I'm happy now. I traveled, and upon my return, I saw that there's been an intervention. I told government I would go on strike, but now he's done very well, so we won't embark on the strike anymore. But he needs to consider giving us pension pay. At first, we really suffered before getting to our farms, but after intervening on our route for us, we are happy. We really thank the government for this intervention.
Said the Anyanga Kurumano, I can hono, near Husampa, Yankana Canada, Bequenim. The community members decided to pay some levies to help us. We made government aware. We were happy when our MP listened to our plea and decided to help us. We took him to where the bridge has broken down and the roads are impassable. He since helped us, and we are very happy for all the support he's given us. Assemblyman for the Asan Asamankasi community, Kofi Jamra, is calling for more support.
Asan Asamankasi, Cocoa Road, Bush Road, Quensini, and so on. And no, the set to a man who said, Obiama boy, Susiampara, MP, Abasuamfika Kara boy, Kakara fine. Assembly's boy
decided to construct the Cocoa Road by ourselves after the bridge broke down. We put several requests before so many people, including government. Our MP came to offer this help, even though it is not enough, but we appreciate. The Assembly has also helped us. What is left is huge. We want more support to help us resolve our sanitation challenges too. The RCC should help us with grader to clear some of the roads that are inaccessible. Richard Kwejunyako, Joy News, Asan Asamankesi.
The National Coalition for Proper Human Sexual Rights and Family Values is demanding President Akufo-Addo publicly declares his stance against homosexuality. At a news conference in Accra, the coalition said it will resist any attempt by foreign powers to change Ghana's laws on homosexuality. The news conference comes on the back of what appears to be a new drive by the West to pressure African countries to review anti-gay laws. Nancy Emefajradosi now reports.
The British Prime Minister Theresa May, while addressing the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in London a week ago, openly asked members to overhaul anti-gay laws in their country.
Nobody should face persecution or discrimination because of who they are or who they love. And the UK stands ready to support any Commonwealth member wanting to reform outdated legislation that makes such discrimination possible. Because the world has changed.
Several African leaders, including President Akufo-Addo, have also been pressured by Western media outlets to revise their stance on gay rights. Executive Secretary of the National Coalition for Proper Human Sexual Rights and Family Values says President Akufo-Addo must publicly declare his stance against homosexuality.
We think that he has a moral and spiritual obligation to speak clearly, unequivocally in respect of this matter. When he's the head of state, what is he doing? He's representing Ghanaian culture, what we believe in, how we eat, how we behave, and the things that we do. When he's doing that, it has nothing to do with his own personal beliefs. So we're urging him, Mr. President, represent Ghanaians for what we believe in.
They are also threatening to remove any president who will bow to the international pressure to legalize homosexuality.
They will not use LGBT rights as foreign diplomacy and force it down our throats, because we will reject it. And if our leaders kowtow to these people, we will reject our leaders as well. And we state so emphatically. We are not afraid. If any African or Ghanaian leader pushes this agenda on our throats, we will pray and our God will remove that leader. In fact, he will not even be president of this country. And if he is president, he will be removed. The people of Ghana will speak.
They are further calling on Foreign Affairs Ministry and the entire government machinery to be wary of countries in the international community who may want to lure them into accepting this. Nancy Emefajradosi, Joy News.
An Accra High Court has thrown out an application filed by the Executive Secretary of the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, COPEC, Duncan Amoah, seeking to dismiss a defamation suit against him. The Managing Director of the Bulk Oil Storage and Transportation Company, Alfred Obing, dragged Mr. Amoah before the court, demanding 5 million cedis in damages for defaming him. The COPEC boss had wanted the suit dismissed due to failure by the boss MD to state his address in the writ, but this was not granted by the court. There's more in the following report.
The COPEC boss had alleged that persons connected to the boss MD had threatened with death after he uncovered what he claimed was a shady deal at the company, costing the nation a revenue loss of 23 million cedis. Mr. Alfred Obing, who heads Bost, filed a suit at the High Court describing the allegation as damaging to his reputation. He is demanding damages to the tune of 5 million cedis. Lawyers for Mr. Amoah, led by Martin Pebu, made an application to the court asking that the suit be dismissed as it was fraught with mistakes. They had argued Mr. Obing had failed to provide his residential address
He's been given some 2 weeks to go and do corrections on his suit and return to the court. So for us, it's good news that at least the mistakes on there will not be allowed to stand.
The substantive defamation case remains before the court.
And before we go, well, we know this is common knowledge, and we're about to talk about poetry. And it is common knowledge that there's a yawning inequality gap between the rural and urban areas of our country. And a young poet, Sabuki Usabute, who is distressed about this phenomenon, paints a rather sad picture of education in Ghana with a sharp-pointed words. Do enjoy this.
Have never stepped in a classroom. They who do not have pencils to blacken its walls. They whose thighs are lapping with bedding wood that touches them at the scribble of every alphabet. They are reverend. On Monday mornings, you see them drenched in sweat. Their little legs, the only means of transportation, covered in debt. They will sit at the seat of government hung up on the wall, that which they've never seen before. I speak of the child that changes the font size of her future with no computers.
Creating a folder. Before you can able to create a folder, when you on your computer, we have some place you click, and when you click, the empty folder will appear.
Folder is a form of distance. It's a form of picture when you keep your distance.
I speak of the child who yearns to draw the map of his own country. I speak of the old master whose dream is to see these children soar higher. I speak of myself, a questionable being. Why do these children not grow up like me? I speak of their destiny. Will I ever have to blame them one day for what they decide to do with their poor souls? I speak of liberty. Change with impractical theories, only God knows how they are able to prepare acid on the blackboard. I speak of Eniwa, Mansa, Ajwa, Lobisa, Akofa, Nyansa, and the other children at the train station, looking up high in the sky, hoping that one day they'll be like the children who are always happy on the green streets. But till then, they'll keep changing the font size of their future with no computer and prepare acid on the blackboard from the streets of Abola.
Oh. That's great work, and we hope that you enjoyed it. But we have more things for you to enjoy on the show, and when Mama V comes, we'll tell you a whole rundown of what we have. All issues being discussed today are all close to not only me and myself, Mama V, Osabwaje, and the rest of the team, but also to you. So we'll let you in the conversation. Mama V will give us a rundown of all the issues we'll be talking about this morning. We would have done also a review of the newspapers, the online portals, myjoyonline.com, and the rest. As always, you can watch us live. My JoyNews TV is our regular channel on YouTube.